it's Helen here. Today I'm gonna share with you my secret recipe for roast duck or vịt quay in Vietnamese. So many of you have requested for this recipe, and after many years of delay, finally today is the day. Unlike baking duck that normally takes about 5 days to prepare, my roast duck is a lot simpler. It takes just about half a day to make, so don't expect the skin to be as crispy as Peking duck, but the flavor and the look of it's gonna be incredible. In Vietnam, duck could be roasted in a clay churn or vịt nướng lu, or it can also be roasted in an open charcoal oven where the ducks are pierced and rotate around a stick. Please give it a try, and I'm sure that everyone will have a blast at your holiday party this year. Let's begin.
Helen's Recipes.
Today I'm using a duck about 3 pounds or 1.5 kilogram. Remove the innards and cut away the neck and trim off the excess fat. To make my roast duck, you're gonna need to prepare 4 mixes. And the first mix is to rub. You're gonna need 1 thumb-sized piece of ginger and a teaspoon of salt, a tablespoon of cooking wine or a strong alcohol like vodka. Just blend well and rub this mix all over the duck, inside and out. Be gentle because you don't want to tear the skin of the duck. Leave for about 15 minutes and then rinse well again and drain well and pat the duck dry. Mix number 2 is to marinate. For the marinade, you're gonna need 1 pack of Vietnamese fried spice powder, about 5 grams, a teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of sugar and half a teaspoon of pepper. Also add about 1 teaspoon of grated garlic, or you can also use garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, half a teaspoon of annatto powder. If you can't find annatto powder, you can use paprika powder instead. For cooking wine, today I use Chinese rose wine or rượu mai quế lộ in Vietnamese. To make this, I toast star anise, cinnamon, cloves, and dried citrus peel in a pan until fragrant and put into a cloth bag and leave in the vodka for about a month to infuse the alcohol with the incredible aroma of the spices. You will need 1 teaspoon of that for the marinade. Into the duck cavity, add about 2/3 of the marinade and rub against the inside, and also tie up 3 scallions and insert into the cavity. Together with 3 slices of ginger. Rub the rest of the marinade on the outside of the duck and leave to marinate for about 1 hour. Next, we will prepare mix number 3, which is a poaching liquid. In a wok or a saucepan, bring 2 liters or 8 cups of water to a boil, and to that we're gonna add soy sauce, vinegar, and honey, about 2 tablespoons each, and also add 2 star anise, which should be break up into smaller pieces. Simmer for a couple of minutes until it's really fragrant and the color of the water changes a little bit. Today I use quite a dark wok, so you can't really see the color of the water. Let me pour into a glass bowl so you can see it. You also need a hook like this one. You can get it at kitchen department at supermarket, or IKEA also has it. Hang the duck on the hook, and when the poaching liquid is still hot, ladle it over the duck to tighten the skin. It also helps the skin to dry faster. Continue to hang the duck on hook in a dry place to cool for about 5 hours. I place a long stick across 2 chairs and hang the duck in the middle, placing a tray underneath to catch any dripping juices. I also place a fan behind to blow it to dry it faster. After 5 hours, the skin feels really dry to the touch. As you can see, that's perfect. You can hang it up in the oven or place it on a rack to roast. My oven comes with this auto-rotating stick, so I pierce it through the duck from the neck to the bottom. Next, you want to preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 375 Fahrenheit. And meanwhile, let's prepare the glaze. To prepare mix number 4, which is to glaze, you're gonna need a tablespoon of maltose. Maltose is also called malt sugar. You can buy it at Chinese or Asian store. If not, you can also replace with honey. It will give the skin a sticky, beautiful and shiny glow. It's a form of reduced sugar, so very sticky and difficult to work with. I think maltose gives the skin a better and crispier look than honey. But of course you can replace. 2 tablespoons of vinegar and half a teaspoon of annatto powder. Annatto powder is actually my secret ingredient for a tempting red color of my roasted duck. Just put this into a microwave for about 15 minutes, so it's easier to work with. When it cools again, you will get this thick glaze, which is beautifully to spread on the duck. Next, we're gonna brush the glaze all over the duck, and I love using the painting brush like this one. Oh man, doesn't that look marvelous? After brushing the glaze over the duck for the first time, you're gonna roast it for 40 minutes. If your oven does not come with this auto rotation, just flip the duck over after 20 minutes. Then use some paper towel to wipe off the fat on the duck skin and brush with the glaze again. And then roast for the final 20 minutes. So the total, it will take 60 minutes to cook this duck, and the time might vary depending on the size of the duck, of course. And during the last 10 minutes, please watch the caramelization on the skin closely because it could burn pretty quickly. If the skin isn't brown enough to your liking, you can broil or increase the temperature to about 200 degrees Celsius or 400 Fahrenheit for the last 5 minutes. To test if it is cooked, just insert a toothpick into the thigh. If the water runs out clear and not pink, it should be cooked. If you have a meat thermometer, of course, that would be better. Let the duck rest for about 20 minutes to cool before cutting into it. Wow, look at that shiny golden skin. Now let's cut into it. Peking duck is served with Chinese pancakes wrapped in some scallion, cucumber, and plum sauce. With my roast duck, I will serve it in a pretty similar way, but with a Vietnamese twist. So I also cut the cucumber and carrot into sticks and finely shred the green onion. For garnish, I use a splitter to split the green onion leaves. And then soak it in cold water to make it curly, really pretty. My favorite way to enjoy this roast duck is to roll it in rice paper instead of pancakes. Together with the cucumber, onion and carrot, and you can use the Peking duck sauce or simply hoisin and dipping. Just don't dip too much because you want to taste that original flavor from that succulent duck meat that you have spent hours to create. I remember making this for my friends in Germany and everybody got to the bone and still rave about it until today. The duck fat gonna splash a lot, so make sure that you line the base of your oven with some aluminum foil so it's easier to clean later. I remember the first time I made roast duck in Germany, the whole oven was like really badly damaged with all the stains from the duck, and I almost swore that I would not make a roast duck again until my friend Natalie bought a halogen oven and especially requested me to make roast duck for her 25th birthday. And after that, she said it was the best birthday gift that she ever had. So Natalie, if you're watching this, please click like and leave in the comment. So you might want to make roast duck instead of turkey for your Thanksgiving party this year. And if you do, please send me a photo on Instagram with hashtag HelenRecipes. I will be waiting for your photos. And if you enjoyed this video, please click thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more amazing Vietnamese recipes. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!